if we spawn right now, we have all of our artworks from the collection I accumulated, right? I just will reduce the bin that, down that, but opacity mask, it fucks it up. Opacity mask, surface, opacity, opaque. Alright, translucent, opaque, surface, we don't need opacity. Just keep it like this for now, as simple. Otherwise we will make more redones. System 0 is the original one. I'm going to implement the code that will allow it for this scatter distribution. Over here I'm going to get our location, slightly add the fluctuation, but adding the pin and the setting up the random scatter around the sphere radius. We're going to get this sphere, get one location, from that random point in bounding box. If it's not findable, just go for the random point in bounding box, and then get the box extend as sphere radius. We can lerp it, or we can just add it to make a slight fluctuation, and then make transform, spawn actor of class, and so on. We shall see the alteration that we've done. Okay. Something like that. Alright, good. We're gonna take the post process and see that the exposure is not altered. Next, and we leave that for later. System 0. After that, what I want the 3D text instead of the variables, as you see later. So we're going to get to plugins, 3D text, 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 text 3D. Yes. Now there was also some kind of planes for this plane, composite plane are projecting textures in videos, something like that. But probably best not to go around with it. I know it's teasing to see this, whatever they have to offer us. Versatility, one time. There was the metrics, but it's going to increase the size. So restart now. We've imported more textures into the fluid art. And wait for it to start.
But you have no right to call me a murderer. You have a right to kill me. I have a right to do that. But you have no right to judge me. What's necessary for those who do not know what horror means.
Поле, там кулемети, гвинтівки до бою готові. Хотіли не знати, як мату рідну захищати, та ту долю, що з неволі хотіла забрати ті часи собі, брати наси, щось там за фази непонятні, але звучить пиздато, там не знали, що там тається речі. Хто там на коні, хто на Korzun was not saying Alright, fuck it. We get back to the master later. We're gonna get to the system 1, right? So we get our system 0, and system 0 is gonna spawn system 1. Fuck's sake, it's been for too long, these systems. And we'll try to firstly replace the 2D text with 3D text, because it can be animated easily. Text is defined in fragment piece, and the hierarchy is the following: system 0 spawns data 0, data 0 spawns fragment 0. So what we do here is text 3D, and we have text 3D character transform too. So we might as well add a kind of a sphere, and the sphere is gonna contain this text 3D, so then we can animate. We're gonna get rid of this text render and the same code that has our function in text. Function called text, and in this function what we did basically, alright, watch this, we just do it again, delete this, compile, fail, construction script. So we're gonna take the text 3D set text, simple, set text and name, get name. Alright, now over here we're gonna convert this to collapse the function, call the function text, text is not texting. Alright, no idea how to sit through this one. Text F, alright, text F, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna get this into the custom event. We're gonna get this text, create a custom event, add custom event. That was hard. Text E, call text. Now this custom event is gonna set the function text F. It's horrible. Text E, text F, call function text F. Now inputs or not, we're gonna get back to the function as an input. As an input, we're gonna get the text. Instead of this, use this. Next, back to the event graph, we're gonna get text E, get again input text, gonna call it text, and that is exchange between blueprints. Thanks Ninja. Text E, text F, text event, text function. Simple. What I will do is it will take this text, then we can take this one, set text, since there's a variable which probably is not, so construction script should hold the name for it if we have a need, but I assume we do not, so we just can set here X and edit it accordingly. Now to see if it's working or not, it is not, obviously, so we're gonna get back to the construction script and set this to X. Fantastic. Now we're gonna put this as engraved, bevel sigma 3, bevel 1, extrude outline. Now keep it. Now text, get back to the text. Now I don't like this piece of. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download the Marshall Windows 10 text. I'm gonna download Marshall font and packed zip is just the Marshall font. This is not the one. Marshall font, Marshall font. Free Marshall fonts. Marshall font, what's this font? That is same shit. That is one. Download font. We don't need to install it to Windows, we just need the unzipped fragment. Download free font, Marshall free font, Google Fonts, Marshall font free. Oh, why was it so? That is the one. Download Marshall TTF. Open file. Now we need to browse this location and Marshall font. We're gonna get back to the Unreal Engine, and to install the font all we need to do is to create a folder, font, import, add import to game, and downloads Marshall font. Would you like to create new font asset using the imported font face as is default font? Yes. Okay. Then we're going to take the Marshall font, get back to the fragment and change the raw border, and we have a font. Now to change this value, we will see the look later, but you can see it's slightly better than the background. Of course we can tweak with the emissives and the values, and by changing outline and having the font materials. For example, but that does not matter for now. We're gonna proceed to the next checkpoint. If I would know, what is it? Alright, data 0. Now data 0 is gonna call the function that we have just created over here. This is the core. So this blueprint 1 spawns blueprint 2, blueprint 2 spawns blueprint 3, blueprint 1 defines the images in blueprint 2, blueprint 2 defines text in blueprint 3. Now we set up the construction. Well, I don't think we need that. We just like set text here. Let's attempt at least. Then we create a custom event, and lead it to the other blueprint. So we're gonna go to the previous hierarchy. We're gonna call the place where it spawns the fragment, and we're gonna call for text event, and we're gonna disconnect it to here. Text connect to this, and text connect to this. Now this variable text is hooked to the data table, initial data table called fragment. Now this data table called fragment is this section, basically. Any of this text. The other ID is used to link those two data tables. What next? What next? What next? What next? What next is compile, save. Alright, compile, save. Now we can, just to make it look better, or not, let's not make it better. Let's see. Alright, so we only, alright, we only have the I think now we need the 3D plane. I mean, look at this one. This originally looks fantastic. Slightly beveled, smooth, but this, what dimension are we in? Alright, let's see what symbols do we have here. We have some stars. Alright, fair, irrelevant. Continue. We have our filters. Now we're gonna set the text and probably reduce the scope. That is a bit too much, so I'm gonna get back to the place with distributes, remove this pin, break, remove the pin. Now this was the thing, the random thing. Now I'm gonna set up the location to A and this location to B. Alpha it for 0.21 and then return value to the location. Make rotator, spawn, next. This will give us the following result. As you see, they are more, you know, more or less. I think more. 0.21. This is B. We don't need B, but maybe location. This is for the second one, so we're gonna keep it 0.13 to make it less scattered, and set the scale of the fragment 1. The scale of the fragment 1 is set somewhere here, 0.13. This is for the fragment 0. Now for the system, oh, there's something else that has to be done here. I probably wanna 0.34. Alright, the other thing, I wanna increase the fragment data sphere. Alright, so I wanna probably keep it as a regular 32, 55, system 0, system 1, system 1. Let's see. Nothing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Nearly there. Nearly there. I think the only thing I want now is decrease the decrease the size of the text. Now fill the text. I want to fill the text. 1, 2, I want to create emissive material. To create emissive material, I'm gonna get the create material, emissive, open it, and wait until the age 3, click M, click S, click E, enter 1 0 0 3 emissive, convert to parameter C, enter, light function, compile, probably unlit, this already is,